We are live. We're live. I really like saying that. Hey, welcome back. Okay, my name is Gabriel. This is ODE, Online Digital Education Mastery. This is a Facebook community of teachers, helping teachers. I'm the admin for this. And today we're looking at episode 42. This is Thursday, November 26, 2020. We're going to be talking about what successful online teachers have. That this is a number one trait. They have a one trait that makes them successful. One thing. Successful online teachers have this one trait. As a matter of fact, anypreneur, whether you're a solopreneur, entrepreneur, mamapreneur, teacherpreneur, any successful individual in business, online, offline, wherever. If you're selling, junk in the corner, any successful person who sells a product with conviction, with high ethics, this one trait is what separates them from the masses. It's not a secret. You probably had this trait too. You just haven't, nurtured it. A lot of people don't nurture this trait. So, happy Thanksgiving, America. I say that with all the sincerity and blessings in the world because I'm not there to celebrate Thanksgiving with my family or anybody for that matter. Since, I expated back in 2017 and I'm still in Ecuador. I'm trying to get myself, there you go. Trying to get myself back to the States. So I came here on a 5-year mission. I'm almost done. I'm not back by 2021 next year. I will be back in 2022, and that'll fulfill my mission. So happy Thanksgiving 2020, and my best wishes to everyone during this pandemic. Please wear your masks, maintain your distances. So whatever you need to do to survive this mess, you gotta do it. Use your better judgment. Know that these little sacrifices that you're making now, they're going to reward you tons later. Lots of rewards. So you want to stick around for the next 20, 30 years. Because this is part of the cathartic period in our life. And this is this new millennial. This is part of the catharsis, the cleansing. So this week, I've been preparing global educators and posting in my teacher groups. Got this Friday, tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern, got a webinar, and this is going to be an ongoing thing. This is a live webinar with my mentor, Doug Balton. He talks about, the freedom funnel, the full-time freedom funnel. And if you want to break away from your dreams of grandeur and actually do it, the way to do it is by having this one trait. So on Monday, I spoke about this, and go back and look at the video, okay, where this webinar is designed, for anybody who thinks that they can't do it because they have that can't do mentality. I'm here to tell you that you can do it. That's part of my mission to get 688,000 teachers, which is 1% of the 68.8 million required or needed for the next 10 years, on the internet to teach and fill a void that exists already on online educators teaching at a niche basis, very specific education levels. And I've been talking about that since Monday because this webinar is going to give you that opportunity as an educator. It's going to give you the whole framework to do it. I provide you that framework. I want to say thank you to those teachers, who have that one trait. Okay, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But first, let me address those brave educators, okay? This week alone, all right? And I started on Monday. I spoke about, and I announced the webinar on Friday because, we have Thanksgiving today, etc. And then on Tuesday, I did my other webinar, and I spoke about the fears of online, teachers, and how to use that fear as your superpower. And then yesterday's, 5-minute webinar, I talked about how, online teachers, they have obstacles, or how to get around those obstacles. It's not about how to get around them; it's who to get around them. The how is procrastination. Right? You'll spend months, hours, days, weeks, years, and may never get it done because you're learning. You're learning how to do it, and that's not helping you any. But if you know who to help you get through those obstacles, and I talked about that yesterday. Today, I'm going to talk about that one trait. Pretty much sum it up, man. Having this one trait will get you into tomorrow's webinar. And if you don't, nobody's going to get mad at you. You know why? Because every week, as long as this webinar continues, and as long as this webinar is available to help 688,000 teachers, I'm going to be promoting it the same way. So this week alone, I've had 41 global educators. I look at the Full-Time Freedom webinar page, and 11 have taken action to attend the live and ask their questions. All right, now listen. You're going to listen to others. And you're going to acquire a new set of skills. To help themselves do what they are passionate about, which is inspiring others and serving a community that needs them. If you're an online educator, if you're a teacher at a global level, anywhere in the world, and you're teaching whatever you're teaching, okay, you have a commitment, okay, to serve your community that needs you. They need your skill set so that you can create and inspire those future minds, professions. That's what we do. That's what you do. So I am fortunate enough to have, out of those 688,000 teachers, I have had 41 global educators, okay, respond, and 11 of them took action, and they're going to attend the webinar tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I want to thank you, and I want you to know that 4 months ago, I was scared, right, to find out if I have what it takes to become a successful online marketer and to help teachers do the same thing. My mission is to train 688,000 global teachers, which all of a sudden has now become, right, less by the 11 who will participate in the live webinar tomorrow. I think that's a beautiful thing. I want to thank you for that, guys, really, because, I run a Facebook community that is high value, highly ethical, highly trusting, okay, high integrity, high everything. Why? Because you don't get enough of that right now online. You don't get enough of that offline. And if you notice, there's a lot of shiny object syndrome issues, a lot of imposter syndrome, syndrome issues out there. People, scamming and spamming. And in between all of that, you have somebody like myself who provides you a quality affiliate marketing community for teachers that shows teachers how to monetize their education 5 different ways. And one of them is being your own digital marketer, promoting your own digital self. You have the experience, you have the academic achievements, you just need the right space to gain that knowledge and skill set. And today's subject is exactly that. What is that one trait that sets you apart from those who are just lollygagging, who just want to poke their head in and look and think about it? That's fine if you want to think. Look, nobody's going to get mad at you if you want to go work for somebody else. If you want to get your TESOL, your CETO, your IDOLs. If you feel like you need all these certifications now because that's what you keep being told. Yeah, you can do that. Nothing wrong with that. But see, you're just setting yourself up for the same thing you're doing right now. You're working for somebody else. And as you work for somebody else and you get all stressed out and frustrated and you talk all that negative junk, all right, you still go online looking for other ways to earn money. Well, I'm giving you this opportunity to look at something that's going to help you create your own educational niche, high value. You can continue to do what you're passionate about. Then earn your six figures. Nobody's going to get mad at you for doing that as long as you're highly ethical. And that one trait, I'm going to tell you just now, as a matter of fact, let's not delay. So what is this one trait that sets everybody apart? It's simple. It is a decision that one makes, the decision that you make. Okay? The difference between people who achieve their dreams and those who don't is take action. If you take action, all right, you can lead a teacher to water, but you can't drown them. Can't make them dance. Can't force their arm. But those who are actually taken there and take action, that's what sets you apart. That's the difference. There you go. That's the trait. One trait sets you apart from everybody else. You take action. It's not about being the smartest person in the room, the smartest educated. It's not about having the most degrees, having the most money, having the most experience. It is about one thing: taking action. I have this webinar going on tomorrow that's gonna change your life if you want to, right? And if you're not ready for it, nobody's gonna get mad at you. I wasn't ready for it. I started back in July of this year, right? The pandemic was already in full bloom, and I was already working online. Thank God. I worked for Ling ABC, and I deal with great kids, and I really enjoyed doing that. ESL, native English, and I was looking online, and I'm like, you know what? I need more money. I want more money, as usual. When there was no pandemic, okay, we want more money, but since there's no panic, we just say, fuck it. It's not an urgency. All of a sudden, the pandemic comes around, and people are scrambling, looking for other ways to make money online, and then they want to cry about, it's not ethical, it's not cool, it's not this, everybody's cheating you. Well, of course they are. Anytime in history there's been a gold rush, first people to get there are the scammers. And then, you find folk get out there, and then all of a sudden, you're being taken advantage of because you're not using your smarts. Right? So, don't complain. But Facebook, they're very keen on that. They're very keen on having ethical communities, ethical groups. I'm one of them. That's why I sleep well at night. I'm not worried about you believing me or not. You can trust me, but I want you to verify it. Verify it. That's what you got to do. Once you verify, I'm good. And because I'm good, this is my 40-second, live. And I talk about a lot of things: the teacher mindset, teacher skill set. I provide a lot of solutions, tips on how you can get ahead on the 21st century, build and create. Build your teacher funnel. Funnel is another name for website because, look, if you're going to work online for yourself, you're going to have an online presence. And if you are your own digital product, which you are, you're going to promote your experience and a niche education, which I provide you the digital access for that for free. You're going to do that so that you can start, grow, and earn using Facebook organically. I said, with who? With me. Let me take a picture. Yeah, with me. Anybody else, it doesn't matter. You choose. You got to vibe with the community that you want to vibe with in order for you to get acclimated and get along. So here's the thing. Okay, as you're learning and getting curious and trying to figure out how to start working online for yourself, I'm one of the options out there. I provide you with, in my community, a free course that gets you acclimated. Optimizing your Facebook profile, teaching choosing your teacher niche, give you the resources to set up, your graphics and everything for free, the free resources. I provide you with a 1 funnel away challenge presentation. I provide you with the 14-day ClickFunnels free trial. I provide you with this webinar. I provide you with a lot of good stuff to give you an opportunity, including the blueprint. I give you a 4-month blueprint, 90-day blueprint, where you got to do the work. But once you're on autopilot and you teach your funnel, and you already understand attraction marketing, and you already have your students coming to you, all you need is 100 students, 100 students at $97 a month. That's 6 figures a year, doing what you love. But you got to serve your community. You got to treat it as a business. This is not I'm going to go to work for somebody else. That mentality that you want to work for somebody else, there's nothing wrong with that. But look, this is not for you. Then get out. This is for the teacherpreneur. This is for the individual who understands that they have that kind of value. All right, you have something to offer the 21st century student. You really think it's a big leap to create your own business? It really isn't. The big leap is right here. I talk about this a lot, the mindset. And if your mind ain't right, you can lead a teacher to water, but you can't drown them. That's illegal. But if we were cartoons, man, I'd drop a hammer on you 1,000,000 times and laugh about it. My focus is 688,000 teachers over the next 10 years. It ain't going to happen in 10 years. It's going to happen in 5. I'm going to do 100 teachers a week. All right, it's 20 a day, just 5 days a week. All right, I don't want to work weekends. I don't want to be bothered after 2 o'clock in the afternoon either. All right, I want to be able to lead you, provide for you, okay, what you need, and support you in that mission of yours. All right, and that's it. And then my community supports you too, because everybody here is supposed to collaborate. If you come and compete, I kick you out, just like that. I'm eating chocolate because I quit smoking, and it's not easy. Quit smoking last year. My wife hates it, so I do it a lot for her, not for me. But I'm doing it anyway. So, anyway, listen. The one trait that separates you from you. If you saw Rocky 2, or Creed 1 or Creed 2. Rocky tells Adonis Creed, one step at a time, one punch at a time, one round at a time. It's you versus you. Get him out of the way. If you can get that old you out of the way and get the new you past that, the one thing that's separating you from actually getting it done is taking action. Tomorrow, okay, you can register today. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock. All right, I think you can register up to an hour before, all right, to have a seat. Take advantage of this webinar. It's chock full of nuts, man. A lot of good stuff. It's going to help you understand how to set up your business online, how to hit your 6 figures organically, which means you got to do the work. You're not paying for ads, okay? You're building trust. You're using attraction marketing, and you're creating a community of value, high value based on your experience and academic achievements. If you don't want to do that, go work for the Board of Ed. All right. If you're looking for get rich quick, this is not the environment for you. You're not going to get that. If you want to play Bitcoin, go ahead. I don't do that. I don't care to want to do that. Deregulation, whatever. If I don't know how to convert that Bitcoin digital stuff, okay, into actual cash money, where I can wash it and nobody's watching me or regulators are watching where this money is, I'm not going to get involved. All right. So I am getting involved in my own life, which is I provide a service. I serve a community. I serve the educator community. I serve you. And I am giving you the training, okay, for you to go ahead and start taking action and create your 6-figure business based on a niche education. And I'm providing you all the tools for that. When you're ready, Just ask me. Drop a comment, all right? Drop a hashtag, send it. You can do that, you know. Ask me for any of the PDF files. You can do that too. Okay, I'd be more than happy to give you that, all right? But one trait that separates successful online teachers from others is that they take action. If this is the first time you're taking serious action with that kind of conviction, okay, hashtag take action. I'll send you the link to the webinar. You can ask me any questions you want. Anything now and during and after the fact. I'm in it to win it. I want you to be in it to win it too. Enough overkill. This is online digital education. My name is Gabriel. I'm always in my community. Ask me whatever you want to ask. I want to be able to debunk, whatever false beliefs you have and help you rewire your successful brain, okay, by taking action. All right? Thank you, and I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.